And here we are again, grade 5 math students. Here's chapter 9.4, dividing by tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let's kick off this chapter by reviewing the rules for dividing by tens. Let's look at the place value chart to help us remember how this works. When we divide 120 by 10, as we are in this first row, you can see that all of our digits move one place to the right. Our 0 in the ones column moves to tenths, our 2 in the tens moves to the ones, and our 1 in the hundreds moves to the tens. When we divide by 10, all digits move one place to the right. Let's divide 10 by 10. Our digit in the ones column, 0, moves to the tenths place, and our digit in the tens column, 1, moves to the ones place, giving us a new answer of 1. Now let's divide 1 by 10. Our digit in the ones column is going to move to the tenths place, one place to the right. And a 0 will come in and take the spot in the ones place, giving us a new answer of 0.1 or 1/10. Finally, let's divide 1/10 by 10. Our 1 in the tenths column will move to the hundredths column. The 0 in the ones column will move to the tenths column. And a new 0 will come in to take the place in the ones column, giving us a new answer of 0.01 or 1/100th. So the general rule to follow is that when we divide a decimal by 10, each digit will move one place to the right in the place value chart. This is exactly opposite of multiplication. When we multiply by 10, the digits all move to the left. When we divide, digits move to the right by the number of zeros that are in your multiplier. So if we're multiplying by 10, things move one place. By 100, they move 2. Speaking of 100s, let's look at this place value chart to see what happens when we divide by 100 or 1,000. We're beginning with 3,000. When we divide 3,000 by 100, each digit is going to move 2 places to the right. So the 0 from the ones column is going to go all the way to the hundredths. The 0 in the tens column is going to go all the way to the tenths, 2 places to the right. 0 in hundreds will go to the ones column, and the 3 will go to the tens. So 3,000 divided by 100 will give us an answer of 30. Notice too that basically we're removing 2 zeros for the 2 zeros in the 100. Another trick to help you remember. Now let's divide 3,000 by 1,000. Each digit is going to move 3 places to the right, changing our number to 3. Once again, notice that we're simply eliminating zeros. 1 0 out of the 3,000 for every 1 0 in the 1,000, giving us 3 divided by 1, which equals 3. We can do the same thing if we're working with decimals. 3 divided by 100 will move each digit 2 places to the right. So the 3 in the ones column will move to the hundredths. The 2 zeros will come in and fill in the spaces before that. So we'll have 1 0 in the tenths and 1 in the ones to give us an answer of 0.03 or 3/100ths. If we divide 3 by 1,000, every digit moves 3 places to the right. You can kind of think of it as the 3 zeros coming in from the right and pushing our 3 over and out of the way. So 1, 2, 3 zeros have moved in, giving us a 3 in the thousandth place and zeros in the 1, tenths, and hundredths, giving us an answer of 0.003 or 3/1000ths. Once again, the general rule is for every 0 you have, you're going to move 1 place to the right when dividing. So you move 2 places to the right when you divide by 100 and 3 places when you divide by 1,000. Now try dividing each of these numbers by 10 100, or 1000 on your own. Press pause while you work, and we have one last idea to practice together in Chapter 9.4. Let's work on dividing numbers by multiples of 10. First, let's begin by dividing 60 by 20. We can break apart numbers to divide whole numbers, just like we broke apart numbers to multiply. So we're going to begin by taking 60 divided by 2 divided by 10. So first we'll divide 60 by 2, which gives us an answer of 30, which we will then divide by 10. 30 divided by 10 gives us an answer of 3. We can use the same method to divide decimals. 6 divided by 20. We'll break that apart to give us 6 divided by 2 divided by 10. 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, divided by 10 gives us 3/10. If we were to divide 6/10 by 20, we'd use the same technique. 0.6 divided by 2 divided by 10. 6/10 divided by 2 will give us 3/10. And when we divide that by 10, remember we're going to move our digits one place to the right, giving us 3/100. Finally, let's divide 6/100 by 20. That will become 6/100 divided by 2 divided by 10, which equals 3/100 divided by 10. All of our digits move one place to the right when dividing by 10, giving us 0.003 or 3/1000 as our answer. We continue to use this breaking technique if we want to multiply by hundredths. Let's divide 28 by 200. We'll begin by breaking it apart into 2 and 100. 28 divided by 2 is 14. If we're dividing it by 100, each digit will move 2 places to the right. So 14 will become 14/100 because we moved 2 places to the right. Now let's divide 2 and 8/10 by 200. We could begin again by breaking. 2.8 divided by 2 will be 1.4. And once again, all of our digits move 2 places to the right, giving us 0.014 or 14/1000 as our answer. Let's complete one last example together, dividing by 1,000. Let's divide 69 by 3,000. Let's break 3,000 into 3 and 1,000. 69 divided by 3 is 23, divided by 1,000. If we're dividing by 1,000, all of our digits move 3 places to the right, which will make 23 into 0.023 or 23/1000. And here are your last practice problems for Chapter 9.4. For each, please use the breaking technique to divide by multiples of 10, 100, or 1,000. When I see you tomorrow, we'll do more practice with our division. Until then, have a great night.